It's April. April kicks off with a vinyl delivery, presumably. I think... I'm trying to remember what I bought. This might be a single-sided 10-inch album. Possibly. Let's have a look. There. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, not 10-inch, but it is the single-sided one that I thought it was. This is from the cult British TV series Children of the Stones. It's a Trunk Records release. Oh, look at that! It's still sealed. Okay, let's unseal it, shall we? Go. So we have the inner sleeve with the liner notes. There. Yes. So we have blank side 2. Oh, very reflective. You see my room. And then side 1's got lots of very short tracks on it. You can see how many very short tracks there are from that track listing there. Look at that. All of that. At any rate, there we are. Children of the Stones. I don't know, how do you pronounce this? Sydney Saga? Saga? I'm not sure. Saga? I was never sure how to pronounce these names. Yeah. So that's kind of cult telly from the 70s. Very nice. It's Wednesday the 2nd. Something else just turned up. Let's see what that is. Looks like a Momox order to me. This is Elliot Goldenthal's Pet Cemetery. Oops, more broken teeth in there. Yeah, a well-regarded Goldenthal score that I didn't have, so let's rectified that. Now on Thursday the 3rd, 3 things have been delivered. Let's have a look. This one is the Warner Classics John Williams Reimagined album, which is flute, cello and piano. We've got things from all sorts of stuff. Accidental Tourist, AI, Dracula, Empire Strikes Back, E.T., Fablemans, the whole gamut. This is a book, self-published novel from one of my sort of crossword setter acquaintances. I thought I'd support him with that and support independent creators, people who've self-published or done their own albums or whatever. It's always a good idea. Yeah, The Little Man. And the last one is the La La Land Reavers expansion. 2 discs, the original soundtrack on disc 2, score presentation on disc 1. This will replace or supplement that, which was the original album, which I'm keeping. I have this on display on my stairs because it's the one thing that I've got that is signed by John Williams. I've got lots of things signed by other people, but so so look at that. There we are. It's that same picture that's on the front of the arm. Nice, fairly hefty booklet of 20 pages in there. Lots of textual blurb. Notes by John Takis. Very nice. It's Wednesday the 9th. Postman's just been delivered 4 things, which were a book, some kitchen seat cushions, and 2 packets of clearly CD shaped things. So let's have a look at what I've got in those. This first one is, it's filling in gaps in my Jerry Goldsmith collection, is City of Fear. It's not a long score. I think that's, yeah, it's not even half an hour, so it's old school short stuff, but it was a decent price, so that's fair enough. It seems to be in some marks on the back. We'll see how that plays. Hope it'll be alright. So there's that, and then this one here. How easy is this kind of thing going to be to get into? That. Okay. Well, I ordered one thing, and they did have sent me that thing plus some other thing that I didn't order. I mean, what is Thicker Than Water? Music from a film by Jack Johnson and Malloys? I have no idea. It's not something I asked for, I think, because I've never heard of it. But the thing that I did ask for was more Jerry Goldsmith's IQ. Obviously, it's got stuff from Seconds on it as well, which I've already got the dedicated. I think it was a Kickstarter jobby, but I hadn't got IQ, and there's 38 minutes of IQ on there, so that's fine. So these are, of course, an Entrada and a La La Land, the usual quality, folks. Very good. Just thinking about those Goldsmith acquisitions today, I'm getting close to the full discography of, or filmography at least, of Jerry Goldsmith now, I think. I haven't got Fate is the Hunter and Shock Treatment, 7 Days in May, the Cassandra Crossing, Criminal Law, and Mr. Baseball. Seamus I've got only as a digital download. I think that's it. I think, I mean, I'm not counting expansions, because I mean, a lot of you guys know that I don't go in for all the expansions, just the ones that really particularly appeal to me. So I got the expansions of, well, obviously your Star Treks and the Shadow and things like that. Oh, hang on a minute. I think Ballad of Cable Hoguy I still haven't got. Yeah, but it's getting close now, isn't it? It's Friday the 11th. FedEx have just delivered a thing from a quartet, which is apparently muy fragile. If I recall correctly, this is going to contain fairly obviously a record and also a CD. The record was something that I just kind of half had in my cart for a long time. As a kind of, yeah, I might buy that, maybe. And then I finally pulled the trigger when the CD... Oh, no, it looks like they've come under a separate package, and this is just the record. So the CD must be later, obviously. This is La Abuela, which I think means the grandmother, by Fatima Al-Qadiri. It's the second thing I've got by her. The first one was Atlantics. It's a bit odd that they've sent these under separate cover. It's like, well, why not send it at the same time as the CD? But there we go. So that's transparent vinyl in there. Oh, there we are. So something else to come later, I guess. This has just been delivered by FedEx and will be the other half of that quartet order. So let's see this one. Oh no, that's very clever. Got a tear strip, and when you tear it, it reveals nothing because that part of the packet is still entirely sealed. So that was completely pointless. Stupid bloody thing, eh? Okay, let's just tear the ring. Right, there we are. So what we have to the part is Morricone, Cuore di Mamma. Let's fight our way into that. Come on. This is definitely as a result of somebody's recommendation. Was it a radio show? Was it a podcast? I can't remember. Part of me says it might be Dan Golding, but then it might be, I don't know. If you're watching this and you're the person who recently recommended this, then say so in the comment. I can't remember where I got the recommendation for that from. No, there you are. Morricone. 15th, yes, 15th. And BSX have sent me some things. Now, I've ordered two things, one of which also came with a digital download, which I've therefore already played. That's quite nice. And the other one didn't. But you never know, they might have sent me a freebie as well, because they often do. Yeah, they have done. Okay, the ones I had ordered were Starship Invasions by Gil Millet. Looks like a terrible, terrible movie. One of those ones that Christopher Lee was doing just for the money. And Robert Vaughn as well. I had a quick zip through a YouTube video of the film. It looks really, really bad. But yeah, Millet's music is fine. And Durango, which is trying to fill in some gaps in my Mark McKenzie collection. That's one I haven't got. Well, I have now, but. And what have they sent me? Freebie is a Don Davis compilation. Music from Space Odyssey Voyage to the Planets, apparently. Don't know anything about that. But, you know, freebie is always welcome. And If it's Don Davis, it can't be rubbish, can it? Let's have a look. Yeah, so there we are. That's that. One of Dragon's Domain's typical kind of Z-fold booklets. A BBC science fiction adventure told in documentary style about the international crew of scientist astronauts exploring the solar system from 2004. Well, how about that? How did the BBC manage to hire Don Davis for a TV series? Oh, there we are. That's interesting. 3 things. It's Tuesday the 22nd now. Big box has come. It's been quite a few days since I last received anything. This is almost certainly going to be FSMCD's orders from Lucas Kendall's site, I would imagine. Let's see what I've got. And so it is. I've got 2 dispatch notes here. So let us have a look at what there is. Bubble wrap. Inside the bubble wrap there are 5 things. So we have, in addition to my Jerry Goldsmith collection, is the RCA version of the Cassandra Crossing. Then we have Nicholas Dodd's Treasured Island, which I kind of had on my want list for a while. Christopher Young's Priest. Jean-Claude Petit's TV series music for Seaforth, which is a BBC series. And James Horner's Journey of Natty Gann, which is Intrada. That's often quite a bit difficult to come by and a bit expensive online. This was slightly expensive, but not as expensive as it usually is, so that will do me nicely. So that's those 5. There are some more things still on order. We'll see how long it takes for those to arrive. It's Friday the 25th. Another one of these. More FSMCD's orders, I think. I would imagine from the size and shape of this box. Anyway. And so it is. So there are 4 things in here this time, aside from all the packing chips. Let's fight our way in. And these are a couple of FSM releases and a couple of Intradas. So what we've got Miklos Roja, The World, the Flesh and the Devil. We've got Miklos Roja, Tribute to a Bad Man. Harry Manfredini, Deep Star 6. Something by Harry Manfredini that isn't Friday the 13th. And another Mark Mackenzie, The Lost Child. A Hallmark movie. Yeah. So, 4 more things. It's Saturday the 26th. Posties just delivered this. And I think this is going to be the last thing for a while. Because after this, which is, from the look of it, a Discogs order, all I've got is a couple of back orders from Hive of things that aren't actually released until May. So, and one of those is like early May and one of them's very late May. So, unless I go on a purchasing splurge, there might be a bit of a hiatus after this. So, this has come from the States, I think. Very well packaged. Jiffy bag. Double layered cardboard, rubber bands. 4 rubber bands. You can see my copy of Bad Guys in the background there, which I still have not got around to playing yet. This is a James Newton Howard back catalogue jobby. It's The Fugitive. I've just never owned that, so I thought I probably ought to. Looks like it's in decent nick. So that'll keep me going. Add to the list of the things from FSM CDs over the last few days. And now, Wednesday the 30th, it's the end of the month. One last thing for this month, which is going to be an eBay order. It's an edition of some Morricone. Somebody was doing a spaghetti westerns show. So, Il Mercenario. The mercenary, I guess. Yeah, that's on GDM. That'll round out the month. Off we go into May. Summer is fast approaching. It's nice and hot and sunny. Yeah. So, as soon as I finish work, I'll be able to go out and sit in the garden for a bit. In the meantime, I hope the weather's good for you. See you next month. In the meantime, stay fresh, cheese bags.